Looking in the future, once you get married and you find this guy and you're looking in the future like, what is my ideal family? You have this vision in your mind, what your ideal family is, and you try and build towards that family, right? Does everything go right with kids? No. But if you have no vision at all, everything's just like, you just let your kids do whatever they want because there's no vision, and that's way worse. With our doTERRA family, with our business, we must have a vision of how we're going to place, of how we're going to structure, so we can get that one thing that we want most, which is what? Time freedom. I mean, am I the only one that wants this? Do you want this?
Yes.
I want it so bad. It's so important to me, right? So our ideal structure looks like this. You, of course, are the top position. Your front line needs to be committed and capable. We call that 2 C's. CC. They need to be committed and capable. They need to do what they say they're going to do when they say they're going to do it. And they need to be able to sign up people without any help and without any training. They just, have you ever had somebody that just says, okay, I know you're really, you're going to be frustrated with me, but I already have 4 people that kind of want to do this. How do I get going? Like, and you're thinking to yourself, okay, that's what I'm waiting for. Does this make sense? Just something about them. They have that X factor. People like to follow them, right? So they're committed and capable, both 2 CCs. If you just have one class and 3 people come, what are your chances of finding a CC with just one class in the 14 days? Slow. Especially if, guess what? The 10 people that you invited were all 1s, 2s, and 3s. Now what are your chances? Low, right? But if you invited 5, 6s, and 7s and 32 people show up, what are your chances of at least having 1 CC that you can start structuring properly? High. It's high. Do you see where things went wrong? Is it clear? Your second level, okay? Committed and capable on your first level. Your second level, you can put committed or capable people. So if they're not 2 CC, if they're not double C, you don't say, I'm not working with you at all. Of course not. We love to work with committed and capable people. You just don't want them on your front line. And I always have people ask me, but they're on somebody else's front line, right? I promise you that when you go to your leaders and say, I'd like to place this person underneath you, and if they're already full of CCs also, which is ideal, like if your structure went CCs, 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 you're set. Does that make sense? Like, you're going diamond in 30 days, basically. Not really, but maybe. I promise they'll work with them, and there's not very many leaders that turn down people that are willing to work and people that can sign up, okay? So I guess ideal is everyone has CCs, but that doesn't happen. It didn't happen with my organization. I just wanted to make sure I had committed and capable people on my front line. I taught my leaders to do their very, very best. Committed or capable never goes higher than second level. And sharers or product users go third level. Third level. Why? Why? Not power of 3. Think about, okay, hold on. Let's think about the top rank of doTERRA. Think about presidential diamond. Think about this. If you wanted to be presidential diamond and go to the top rank, so when my little girl Moo signed up, she was like, Mom, I could do that. I'm like, Moo, we are setting you up for a long-term presidential strategy. Does this make sense? So that no matter how long it takes you to build there, you're set up for presidential. Your first level, if you want to go presidential, has to be what? Go back, Dan. I need that last slide. Go back to the last one. I'm going to show them really quick. Thanks. The first level needs to be platinum for you to be presidential, right?
All right.
The second level needs to be what? Silver. So platinums, silvers. What is the third level for a presidential diamond? Elite. Is there any, all it is right there is what? Volume. It's all it is volume. So can a sharer be there? Absolutely. Can a product user be there if there's a lot more product users going on under there? Yeah, that can work out. Do you understand? If you set it up differently, you will tap out at certain ranks. You'll tap out at silver, you'll tap out at gold, you'll tap out at presidential. I can look at someone's back office and literally just say to them in 5 minutes, you've set yourself up for a platinum and no higher. That's sad, right? Well, some of you are like, no, that would be freaking awesome if I was platinum. Do you want me to help you set up for a presidential? Right? This is what it looks like. CC's on the front line, committed or capable on the second level, and product user or share on the third line. How many of you, your organization doesn't look like this? Almost all of us, right? Almost all of us. Now let's dig the hole a little bit deeper for you. So we talked a little bit about this. How do we test them if they're committed and capable, right? We're gonna go to test really quick. I'm gonna tell you how you test if they're capable. We talked about giving them 3 to 4 things to do. How do you test if someone's capable? Not a book. The only way you can test if somebody is capable is how? No, that's committed. That's committed. Think about this. Shh, hold on. Hold on. Stay with me, people. You can give them a lot of things to do to see if they're committed. You can give them a lot of things to do. Give them a 100 names list, give them a book to read, have them go around and run a mile in a pink sweat outfit. They have no idea, but they just do it because they're committed. Whatever. Right? But how do you know? The only way you know if someone is capable? If they can get people interested. If they can sign people up. If they come back to you and say, hey, my sister really wants to get going. Tell me how to do this. Right? Melanie, she's not signed up and she's like, hey, I've got these people. They want to get on calls. I have all this stuff going out. I have some people that are excited. You have to know if they're capable. Are we clear? You have 14 days. That's it. Now I want to tell you something. That seems like a really short period of time. But remember, when are you most excited about doing a workout schedule? The first week. When are you most excited about building your doTERRA business? The first week. So usually, if someone is really capable, within that first week, they can get people interested. How many of you did that? Their first week, you got some people interested. There you go. Hello, Mr. and Mrs. Capable. Right? Now, some of you are like, you should be asking yourself, am I capable and committed? Right? So, if you don't feel like you are, you need to up-level your skill set. And once you are, guess who you start attracting? Committed and capable people. So if you don't keep your commitments, do you really think you're going to attract people that keep their commitments? Keeping commitments is so important. Okay, so now we know how to test them. We give them things to do to see if they do them, and we watch. And we watch and see if they sign people up. Now I always have people that will say, but what if they become totally CC and we place them on our second level? What if this happens? Because a lot of people, it just takes them a while to bloom, right? Is that the end of the world if you place an incredible leader on your second level? I've placed lots of incredible leaders. I've placed blues and presidential diamonds on my second level. Is that terrible? No, it's not. It makes for an incredibly healthy organization, but the problem is that you're afraid that you won't find enough builders. And that's why you make the placement decisions that you make. But when we overcome that with Find a Builder program, that fear goes away. Do you understand? It goes away. So I think mostly your core fears come to that one thing of, I just can't find committed and capable builders. Is that not true? Okay, so let's move on. So if they can bring people to the table, you want to ask yourself, who are these people? Now this is placements 202, not 101. Placements 101 is committed and capable, committed or capable, product users or sharers on your third line. Placements 202 goes like this: even if they can get people excited. Who are the people they're getting excited? Are they only product users, or are they interested in the business? Well, for me and my position and what I want to build with, what builders do you think I'm looking for? I'm looking for people that not only can get product users excited, but they have enough influence to do what? To find other people that are business builders. Are we clear? Yeah. Now, even if you're not at that level right now, that's okay. You can work your way up to that level. I mean, to be totally honest, at the very beginning, we knew what we were looking for, but sometimes at the very beginning of this business, aren't you just like, okay, are you breathing? Great, you're in. You know what I mean? They're alive, they're in. I get it, I totally get it. That's really hard to read, Dan. Find who you are looking for. Okay. Dan's gonna do something right now, just watch. He's gonna impress us with the screen and do something. I feel it coming. Find who you're looking for. Okay. I'm not gonna take questions on this because I want you to ask your Diamond Dashers and I wanna be able to get through. If I don't get through all of this stuff, then I won't be able to tell you how to solve it. Do you wanna know how to solve it? You can always ask Diamond Dashers on all the little questions. So now we're gonna go to the biggest mistakes. Wait, I don't see anything on my screen. It's green. Good job, Kat. That was like ugly though. Super ugly. But you can read it, Jan. Like A for effort. Okay. Here we go. Let's talk about the biggest mistakes we make with placements and how to solve them. First, we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes, okay? Take a big deep breath. Number one, we put product users or sharers on our front line. How many of you have done this? Of course you have, because what happened is you had your first class and nobody told you how to be ineffective or effective with building the business, right? So you had your first class, and 3 people came, and a couple of them signed up, and 85% of the time, of course, it's going to be a product user or a sharer, even more percentage of product users or sharers. And so you had no other place to place them. Is that correct? So you have to put them on your front line, and now you have 1/3 of a $50 bonus, and it's awesome. You're on your way, right? And then a couple weeks later, you have another class. And then you have another couple people sign up, and one of them is a product user, and the other one maybe is a share, and you're like, that's awesome, I have a share. So you put the share on your front line, you have product user underneath. Now you have a product user, share, and a product user, and you think, this is amazing, I'm on my way to financial freedom. Then you have another class a couple weeks later, after everyone is stuck and everyone's placed, right? And somebody else pops up, and you get another product user, and of course your upline, who doesn't know any better, says, this is incredible. They all want to be on LRP. Put that one on your front line. You'll get a $50 bonus. I'll get my $250 bonus. This is awesome. So you do that. But then what happens in the future is this. You think to yourself, I already have 3 legs. So when you have classes, where do you put all those people? Well, of course, underneath those 3 legs. And once you have 300 in volume and 400 in volume and maybe 1,500 in volume, you think to yourself, I put so much time and energy. Is this not what we think? I put so much time and energy and people in these legs, I can't abandon these legs. And so now they become black holes. And then you just throw people at it and you think to yourself, if I just put this one person, but there's no one there committed and capable to help train and lead these people, or that's doing and finding people themselves. So you replace volume and replace volume and replace volume, and you're working like a diamond and above and literally getting paid as an elite or premier. How many of you feel that way right now, right? It's frustrating, it's overwhelming, and I know what you think is this: if something doesn't change soon, I can't keep doing this. Let's be honest, how many of you feel that way, right? Something doesn't change soon, I can't keep doing this. Of course, I couldn't keep doing that. Like, that's hard. It's hard. The problem is this. You don't understand how to find builders, and you also don't understand how to build them. So you don't know that in just 6 weeks, you can take someone from 0 to 3,000 in volume. So you're so afraid to start a new leg because in the past, your history has been is that it doesn't work out. Is this true?
Yes.
So you just keep placing them under, and then I look at your organization and I think, you're set up for a silver. Max, if you, like, white knuckle it, maybe a gold. And that's where you'll plateau. Do you see how clear this is? Now, that's the first mistake we make. The first and biggest mistake we make. And I want to say for uplines, like, uplines we're not trying to hurt our downlines at all. We're just excited for them. But sometimes we help or tell our front lines to do things that short-term benefit us for rank, but long-term are very, very unhealthy for them. Does this make sense?
Yes.
And we just have to watch, we have to be careful of that. We have to be careful of that. The next mistake, how many people have made this mistake? Show me. I want you to look around. But you guys are such liars. Almost all of you have made this mistake. Raise your hand, really. Have you put product users or shares on your front line before? Raise your hand. I want you to look around. Are you the anomaly? Look at everyone's hands that is raised. So I have people that come up to me and say, no, you don't understand. This is what I've done. I'm like, look around the room. Everyone else they're in the same boat. So it's not that you're bad at this business, it's that you've just made mistake number 1, and we can overcome it. Mistake number 2, you ready? Putting family on your front line.
Yep.
Some of you are sitting next to the family on your front line. How many of you have made this mistake? Right? How many of you are sitting next to the mistake? Let me tell you why. Let me tell you what's going on here, okay? I am just like you. There's no one in the world I want to benefit more than my own family. And I know what you think in your mind, and it goes like this. Well, if I have to build this business anyway, how many of you have started the conversation in your head like this? If I have to build this business anyway, I want it to benefit my mom or my sister or my brother. How many of you have said that to yourself, right? And then you put them on your front line, and guess what? Can you hold your mother accountable? Like, if I were to call my mother, and by the way, my mom has a stronger personality than me. If I were to call my mother at the end of the month and said, Mom, you still have 750 PV left, what's the plan? She'd be like, you don't talk to me like that, young lady. Like, I can't hold my mom accountable, she's my mom. I also can't hold my sisters accountable. They're my sisters, do you understand? Not only that, what I've seen in the business, and I hope this isn't true with your mistakes that you're sitting next to. What I've seen is this. It changes your relationship. And instead of just being a mom-daughter relationship or brother-sister relationship, you now have a business relationship. And I've seen it really hurt many times, family relationships. And I don't want that, and you don't want that. You know, Mumu just signed up. Do you think I put her on my front line? No way. I told her, baby girl, I'm your mama. And every time you come to my house, I want to talk about you, your husband, and your babies, not doTERRA. So choose someone that you think can hold you accountable and that you can work with. And so she chose Molly Dayton. Yeah, how many of you in here love Molly?